Did you guys see that bizarre Kennedy ad? It looked like a meme from Twitter. I was in a room with 20 people and everyone was like, who's this for? Interesting. Can we play that ad? This ad went up during halftime. My understanding is this is the audio and the imagery of an actual ad that ran on television for JFK.
Yes, it was apparently basically the shortened version of a campaign song, and they were using it from like his 1960 campaign, I think. And
to be clear, what they also did is this, if you're listening from, if you're just listening to this, we should just tell you, it's all sort of like graphics, like almost like, it looks like 1950s, early 60s, like almost like graphics.
Yeah.
And
nothing about the issues, his vax stuff, nothing with him speaking.
No. And but his image replaces JFK's in this. And are we ready? Okay, well, here it is.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through? A man who's old enough to know
and young enough to do?
Well, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you.
American Value 2024 is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
Now, we should say, at one point, the only thing that I think is new is where it says vote independent, right? And the reason why we know this is new, that part, is because of this image where one of the sort of cards that are put up, it says Kennedy for president, a time for greatness, and then it says vote Democratic.
Yeah.
Kennedy for president.
They didn't get it all out, basically.
They didn't get it all out.
They didn't do a proofread.
Now, I did not bet on the game last night. Mm-hmm. Although at halftime, I did say, Chiefs are going to come back and they're going to win at the last minute.
You should have.
I should have at that point. But I did bet my friend who I was with, who never listens to anything I say, and the arrogance is amazing, but I don't need to go into that. I said, A, the family is going to be pissed about this.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
He's got a bunch of siblings.
Yeah. and cousins and whatnot. And B, he is going to say, I did not approve of this ad. I'm not allowed. It's by the super PAC. I'm not allowed to confer with the thing. And my friend was like, he's not going to do that. I mean, he's this guy. But sure enough, Bobby Shriver, who is Sergeant Shriver's son.
Yes, he is.
You get it?
Eunice Kennedy Shriver and Sergeant Shriver's son. Yeah,
and who is and Eunice Kennedy was Bobby and John F. Kennedy's sister, correct?
He is JFK's nephew, Bobby Shriver.
Yes. And also Bobby Kennedy Sr.'s nephew.
Right.
And he wrote on Twitter, my cousin's Super Bowl ad used our uncle's faces and my mother's. They were in that ad, I guess. And she would be appalled by his deadly healthcare views. Respect for science, vaccines, and healthcare equity were in her DNA. She strongly supported my healthcare work at one campaign and read, which he opposes. And then Kennedy himself wrote, Bobby, I'm so sorry if that advertisement caused you pain. The ad was created and aired by the American Values Super PAC without any involvement or approvals from my campaign. Federal rules prohibit super PACs from consulting with me or my staff. I send you and your family my sincerest apologies. God bless you. And there was actually a second one that he tweeted out that was more generic of an apology. where he basically said the same thing. Now, I have sent that to, and he goes, I'm so sorry. This one was from 11:37 p.m. Last night. I'm so sorry if the Super Bowl advertisement caused anyone in my family pain. The ad was created and aired by the American Values Super PAC without any involvement or approval from my campaign. FEC rules prohibit Super PACs from consulting with me or my staff. I love you all. God bless you. Now, here is why. Well, in addition to my having predicted that and won $100, that he would do that.
Betting all over.
Yeah. I'm a little skeptical of how sorry he is. He had no control over the ad. The ad airs once on the Super Bowl. We don't know if it's going to air again. He had nothing to do with it. No say or whatnot. The only problem with that theory that he's really upset about is that literally his pinned tweet is, in fact, pop this up, the ad itself.
Oh.
Yep. And he says, our momentum is growing. It's time for an independent president to heal the divide in our country. So that strikes me as maybe not so
Who's his apology for?
Well, his apology was for his family.
So, like, okay, I get that. But so my family might not understand, like, political PACs and stuff like that. He's a Kennedy. Do you think they're, like, dumb about this stuff? Like, is his family buying this? You are Kennedys. You should understand how politics works a little bit.
No,
of course.
No. This is like the worst kept secret in our stupid country, which is that candidates and their super PACs are in constant,
wink, wink, nudge,
constant, like, I mean.
I actually think that there has been a complaint filed with the FEC prior to this.
Yes.
About their.
Here in Israel for generations.
But. Put up this list of the major donors.
Yeah.
To Kennedy's Super PAC. Skyhorse Publishing is the publishing company that published at least the last 3 or 4 of his books. At least. He is good friends with the head of Skyhorse Publishing. Now, it's possible. They've never talked about this.
Right.
Listen, Bobby, I'm sorry. I can't talk to you about this.
This Super Bowl ad?
Super Bowl ad.
The biggest day for advertising in the country?
Bobby, I would suggest that you watch the Super Bowl. Let's just put it that way, because I can't say anything else.
A little surprising.
The second guy on the list of American values is Stephen Kirsch, one of the biggest anti-vaxxers in the country. Then the third is Gavin DeBecker, who is the guy who wrote, what is it, Believe You Fear or Listening to Fear or something to that. And he is what is it?
The Gift of Fear.
The Gift of Fear. He is also, I guess, chief security for Bezos.
Ah.
Yep. And then you've got a Rockefeller on there. You've got got Gavin DeBecker's on there twice. A Mellon, Timothy, in terms of like what they can donate. I don't know who these other person are, but I can only imagine.
The grandson of Andrew Mellon.
Yes.
Who has a whole section on his Wikipedia page about his donations to find Amelia Earhart, which are his search for which is just like
I've been seeing a lot of that on TikTok.
Sad side thing, but
by the same people, like by the same type of people who like talk about how the pyramids could have been built by Egyptians, like to talk about Amelia Earhart.
Not Egyptians. The pyramids could have been built by aliens.
They couldn't have been built.
Couldn't have been. Right. Of course.
I love the soft racism of that conspiracy theory.
And Juniper J says, I'd love the family to sue the PAC for using their faces in the ad. The discovery process would reveal the communication. Please do it.
Yeah.
Karate aged male. Does your friend who doesn't listen to you sound like he works in a burger restaurant? Yes, very good guess, actually. Very good guess.
You gave it away when you said arrogant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If the shoe fits. I'm gonna enjoy that $100. Oh yeah.